Dear friend, hello, how are you doing? I'm so glad to see you again on my channel. So this time I'll show you how I was able to earn $1,200 in just 13 minutes. And of course I'll explain everything in detail. Watch this video till the end and it will be interesting. And now let's move on to PocketOption and let's go. So we go into the trading room where I have everything ready for trading, but I don't see any suitable signals, so let's switch to another pair. It's better here, therefore I'll open a $300 reduction deal for 1 minute. And now I'm ready to tell you and show you my strategy for today. So in order to make a decision on entering a trade, the price must rebound from the upper limit of the Donkin channel indicator down, as in our case, or vice versa, from the lower limit of Donkin up. Wherefore, we have already seen one condition, but this is only one signal. The second signal should be from the Williams indicator, namely the intersection of the -20 level from top to bottom, as again in our case. At the same time, it's possible to simply bounce the Williams line from the level, as well as down, or vice versa, respectively a breakdown of the -80 level, but from the bottom up, or a rebound from it upwards. And in this case we will have a second signal to open a deal. I explained everything in detail, and now we are looking at the deal. It is completed and we have made a profit of $273. We can continue further. So as you may have guessed, today I'll use only two indicators in trading, and again their settings are standard and didn't make any changes to them. For successful trading, this strategy is best used on volatile currency pairs, but at the same time there should not be a strong trend on the chart. Continuing to trade, I'll open the next deal to increase by $300 for 1 minute. Here you can clearly see the signals that I'm looking for. Look, the price approached the lower limit of the Donkin indicator, after which it turned around and went up. Thus, we can say that the quotes have pushed off from this boundary, and now I have the first signal. Everything is also simple with the second signal. After all, this signal from Williams, namely this line, came out of the oversold zone, breaking through the -80 level and continued to grow. It seems to me that there is nothing simpler than such a signal. In the meantime, I want to remind you that on my Telegram channel I trade with my partners in voice chat and also run marathons to accelerate the deposit from $150 to $50,000. So you have the opportunity to join us, and for this, write to me on Telegram. I will wait. Now look at the chart. The deal was completed successfully and my profit was $252, which is also not bad. So now I'm starting to look for the right combination of signals again. Watch another moment. The standard settings of the Donkin indicator were created for the H1 time frame, that is, for the hour period. I work on a minute, and at the same time, as you can see, there is a profit. And if the Donkin period is shortened, the number of false signals will increase. But Williams doesn't need to touch anything at all. It works well on any time frames. Let's go back to trading and open another deal to increase by $300 for 1 minute. I didn't find anything suitable, but here I see a continuation of the previous signals, a rebound from the lower boundary of the Donkin, while the price has already broken through even its middle line. This is the first signal, and of course the continuation of the breakdown of the -80 level at Williams, and at the same time a good growth of its line. This is the second signal. Let's see what happens. In the meantime, I'll tell you what I like about Donkin channel. Firstly, it shows whether there is a trend or not. If there is a trend, the chart will stay above or below the central line for a long time. You can also determine the strength of the trend if the graph goes beyond the boundaries, when there is no lag in its signals, and this is a very important point. And so, while taking, the deal was completed and replenished the balance again by $252. Again, I'm starting to look for an entry point into the deal, but for now I'll explain you such a moment. Look, all the indicators were created for trading on at least hourly periods, but at the same time, as I said, I use them only 1 minute. And just on 15-minute or lower time frames, the indicators give a lot of false signals in order to filter them. It's necessary to use others as a filter. For example, trend and oscillators, when the chances of success are higher. Now I see another great movement, and I open a short trade at $300 for 1 minute. Almost everything is here as I was looking for. The price bounces down from the upper limit of the donkey indicator, and this, as you understand, is the first signal, when the Williams line actively leaves the overbought zone but only slightly stops the -20 level. I identify this as the second signal. I hope this won't let me down. And now, while you're watching the deal, I'll tell you about the disadvantages of donkey channel has. This is not always an easy trade with them. It's used by beginners in trading because it can be a little difficult for them to use it correctly. When there is a sharp decrease in efficiency during lateral movement, so the signals are much weaker, and at the same time there is an increase in false signals. And now look, the deal was confidently completed, and this time the profit is $192. Because the profit is only 66%, but something is better than nothing. I'm going back to entry points to the deal again, but I want to tell you that when trading on a real account, always be as collected and attentive as possible. And to make it easier for you, I have promo codes for you that will give you 50% to your deposit when replenishing. Write to me in Telegram, absolutely for free, and if of course you need such promo codes. I returned to trading and opened a $300 short trade for 1 minute. This time everything is not so simple and clear because there was no necessary situation, but here I saw the signals and considered them worthy of attention. Look, the donkey indicator shows that a good downward movement has begun because candlesticks are pushing its lower border down very strongly. This is the first one. When the Williams line, despite the fact that the candle made a big pullback, which is visible by its shadow, couldn't break through the -80 level and remains in the oversold zone. This told me about the weakness of the upward movement, and if so, then the price is likely to decrease even more. But when trading on your own, I advise you to stick to the strategy that I told you about today. And now the deal is confidently being completed, and this time the profit is $270. So I hope today I was able to show you that making a profit on binary options is not difficult at all. And this concludes the trading session, and we move on to its results. Today, in 5 transactions, you and I earned $1,245. A good result. Moreover, it took only 13 minutes. At the end of this video, I want to speak to you directly, my dear friend, and I want to express my gratitude to you for watching this video till the very end. I'm so grateful to those people who write comments under my videos and like them. I see that there is a real return on what I do and what I share. So also, friend, if you like this video, please leave your reaction, your activity, for example, like or comment. And I'll be very grateful to you because for me, this is a great signal to continue making cool content. And for today, I say goodbye and see you again, and bye.